two of looking at inflation is looking at discounting values by inflation. So an example that we've got here is looking at something we all would use in our families, or most people would, is a loaf of bread. So most people buy this at least 1, 2, 3 of these a week. And so if you're thinking about a loaf of bread costing $2.30, and the cost of the loaf of bread has risen by inflation in the last 20 years, okay? So if we want to investigate what it would have cost 20 years ago, we can work this out by looking at the average inflation rate over the period of time. So if we assume, we can give an example here that it was 3.8% during that 20 years, the way we do it is following this little process here where x times 1.038, so the 0.38 is your decimal answer of the 3.8%, to the power of 20, because it's over 20 years, is equal to $2.30. So the way I write that out is with this formula is PV is equal to FV over 1 plus the interest rate inside a bracket to the power of n, so the number of years or the number of periods. So this one would have been $2.30 over 1.038 to the power of 20, leaving it with 1.09. So I was saying 20 years ago the loaf of bread was $1.09. So it's gone up a fair bit. So what we're going to do, using this formula and using what we just found, also using the TVM menu, we're going to find out some information and go through this example here. So suppose Francis deposits $8,000 in a term deposit account and receives 4.8% interest compounded monthly. So we're going to work out what the amount of the account is after 10 years. Okay, so first thing we need to work out is the number. So we've got 10 years and it's being compounded monthly. So straight away, that's 120. Put that one in. Interest rate 4.8%. Present value is your 8,000 that's being put in at the start, so negative 8,000. If you don't have a PMT, we're trying to find the future value. The payments per year, 12, compound periods 12. So from there, we can then, so I've given you that one in here too. We'll then find out our future value. Future value being, so for A, 1,200, so $12,916.22. So that there is the amount in the account after 10 years. Now we're going to investigate what is the value of the investment in today's dollars if inflation is expected to rise by an average of, we can try 2.5%, 3.5%, 4.5%, much like the example that we have above. Okay, so we're going to investigate the one with 2.5% first. So using the formula here, present value is equal to our future value over 1 plus your interest rate inside brackets to the power of n. Present value is what we're trying to find. Future value being 12,916, made the mistake again, that we've just found, over 1. And the way if we follow this one, we can change it to a decimal. We should know how to change that quite easily. Now it's over 10 years, so we need it to the power of 10. So we'll just change menus here again. So if we're going to do $12,916.12 divided by, in brackets, 1.025 bracket to the power of 10, that'll give us present value of $10,090.13. So that's telling us that with the rate of inflation, our present value, or the value of our investment in today's dollars is $10,090.13. Now we'll do one more. Have a look at the third one, and we'll look at the effect that 4.5% would have rather than 2.5%. So the same number will go up the top over 1.045 this time inside our bracket to the power of 10. Now in the calculator, .045 to the power of 10. You see that with the the rate of inflation of 4.5%, see it's 2% higher, the value of our investment is much lower. Okay, so the more that inflation increases, the less our money is worth to begin with. Okay, so you should be able to have a go at some of those questions now to finish off 2C.